Good morning, sir. We are from Group WOW. Our title is an approach for access control and authentication of CIMB Bank, Maybank and MUAMALAT banking system. My name is Khalphanadeve.
My name is Nathiyaa.
My name is Syafieq.
My name is Ong Maggie.
My name is Yab Li Yu.
And my name is Atikah Binti Kamil.
So good morning, sir. Right now, I will explain about the current authentication and access control method for the three banks. All of them uses the same access control, which is the role-based access control. For example, when a customer first uses quick login, they can only see balance. They cannot change anything else. They have to give the password in order to change anything else. Okay, as for the authentication factors of the three banks, all of them uses the same authentication factors, which is three-factor authentication. Three-factor authentication is something you know, something you have, and something you are. As for some first factor, which is something you have, is considered the possession, which is the handphone of the user, where they can accept the OTP, one-time password, or the TAC, the transaction authorization code. As for something you know, it's the password and the user ID of the customer, which they can use to access their account. And then something you are, which is the touch ID, which is supported by something you are, which is the biometric, and is supported by all three banks. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, previously Khalphanadeve already mentioned about the current access control and authentication of the banking system. Now I would like to explain about the proposed framework. This proposed framework requires less time to perform wanted operations, but still it has strong security in terms of user data and transaction process. The proposed mechanism consists of authentication and access control. Okay, now I would like to explain about the proposed mechanism for authentication. Okay, this proposed mechanism for the login authentication of the three online banking system is using the combination of biometrics authentication, which are Face ID and Voice ID, and also a secret speech phrase. Okay, the fingerprint is not included in the proposed mechanism because it is less secure as compared to the combination of Face ID, Voice ID and speech face. The proposed mechanism of authentication is believed to be better in terms of security, as it can be authenticated if and only if the Face ID, Voice ID and secret speech face are all correctly recognized. Thank you.
It is more secure to have multi-factor of authentication that implements something you have and something you know. The current mechanism of authentication for CIMB Click, Maybank to You and I-MUAMALAT let the user choose between something you know and something you have, but not both. The proposed mechanism of authentication is the combination of customized speech phrase, which is something you know, plus the face and the voice ID, which is something you have. The proposed mechanism works in a way that it asks for permission for the camera and the microphone to access the input of the face ID and also the voice ID to see whether it matches with the preset recognition data. The advantage of the proposed mechanism that it consists of both security and usability.
I will explain the proposed mechanism for the access control. The proposed mechanism for the access control is easy to use as compared to the current mechanism. It can be divided into two subsections, which is before transaction and during transaction. Before transaction, the current mechanism in all three banking systems is the same. All of it using the password authorization before the user requests to do any transaction. As for the proposed mechanism, users just need to scan their face while saying the speech phrase, and user does not need to type their password, as this combination of multi-factor authentication is very secure. Before transaction, only all the three online banking systems allow the SMS tag, but only CIMB, Clicks and Maybank to You implement secure tag. Unlike SMS tag, the secure tag does not need the messages provided by the telco, hence it can cause or reduce the cost. As for the proposed mechanism, secure tag is still preferred, and for those users who does not intend to activate their secure tag services, they can use an alternative mechanism, which is WhatsApp tag. Unlike SMS tag, the WhatsApp tag is free of telco charges, and user can easily access to their WhatsApp incoming messages.
Now let's take a look at the interface of the proposed mechanism. First, we go to the main bank. So in order to log in, we need to allow our secret face ID or voice ID. If it's wrong, it will show non-recognized, and if it's correct, it will show recognized, and we can go into our account. So next, we're going to transfer the money. As the same, we reallow our secret face and our face ID or voice ID. Then we can now go further to the detail for transfer. Proceed. Okay, after that, we can receive the TSC via WhatsApp. And then it's shown our transfer is successful. Next. In order to change the setting, we need our face ID, voice ID, as well as our speech phrase in order to change the setting. And that's all, it's done.
And right now we will take a look at CIMB clicks. We have to log in using face ID, voice ID, and speech phrase. So only the correct combination can be logged in. Okay, right now we can take a look at pay and transfer. So in order to pay and transfer, we need to read aloud our secret phrase. And then to transfer the money, we can just click approve, and then the TSC will be through WhatsApp. And then the transaction will be successful. Now in order to change the settings of the CIMB account, we need to use combination of face ID, voice ID, and secret phrase. And that's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the third one will be the I-MUAMALAT application. First, we log in using face ID, voice ID, and speech phrase. If the face ID or voice ID or speech phrase is not correct, it will show not recognized. And if this is correct, it will show recognized. After that, we will go to the transfer part as the same. We need to use speech phrase, face ID, and voice ID in order to proceed to the next step. After it is recognized, we can check the detail of which bank we're going to send, and then we approve it. After that, we request for WhatsApp TSC, and then we receive a TSC code to transfer the money to the others. After that, we will receive a successful notice about that we already transferred the money to the others. Okay, for MUAMALAT, we need to change our setting. We need to reallow our speech phrase as well as our face ID and our voice ID in order to change it. And that's all, it's done. Thank you.